ATL, opposite from the norm. Uh, I just wanted to do this video real quick because I keep seeing how a lot of conservatives keep talking about Trump signed this bill, the jail reform or prison reform, even though, Obama did it first. All right. Now, this is the thing we got to talk about. Obama did it first, Trump signing his thing, but I'm about to show y'all something that I didn't realize or think about. So, I mean, it is a good thing, but this is what we got to pay attention to. Check this out. And this is brought to you by Vice.com. I'm going to pull it up on the DOJ site and whatever else, to show even more evidence. But right now, let me show y'all this real quick because I got some handle to handle. But check this out. Here's what the prison reform bill actually does and doesn't do. It's a watershed movement in prison reform. Now it's up to the states, which house more than 90% of U.S. inmates. All right. Prison reform advocates are hailing the Senate passage of the bipartisan First Step Act as a watershed moment for American criminal justice, which could positively impact the lives of thousands of federal prisoners. All right, check this out. The sweeping legislation passed Tuesday proposes easing racial disparities in sentences, dismantling some of the systematic holdovers from the war on drugs, and implementing programs aimed at reducing recidivism. However you say recidivism. To be clear, the reforms proposed in the First Step Act would affect only the federal prison system, which houses just 181,000 of approximately 2.1 million total incarcerated population, including state and prison jails. Let me read that again. To be clear, the reforms proposed in the First Step Act would affect only the federal prison system, which houses just 181,000 of approximately 2.1 million total incarcerated population, including state prisons and jails. All right, so this is what we got to start understanding and paying attention to. Okay, Obama, I believe that's the jail that he took. He took a visit to a federal prison. Trump and signed something that helps federal prisoners. Trump signed something that helps federal prisoners. This is what I'm saying now. I might have said in other videos that, Obama did more than Trump or on certain things, or he did certain things before Trump did it. But this is why I say it's not just about Democrats, it's not just about Republicans, because what I just said, to be clear, the reforms proposed in the First Step Act would affect only the federal prison system, which houses just 181,000 of the approximately 2.1 million total incarcerated population, including state prisons and jails. Now let me read more because it was something else I seen. For every 100,000 people residing in the U.S., about 655 are behind bars, according to a 2018 report by the Bureau of Justice Statistics, a 20-year low, but still far outpacing the incarceration rates in every other country. Soaring incarceration rates have disproportionately impacted communities of color. Black people account for 38% of the federal inmate population, but make up 13% of the overall population of the jails. Okay, 38%. So that means that's about 62% that are not black, which is a very high number. You know what I'm saying? I need to show some more data on it. So it's probably more black people in there too. It's a good thing for the brothers and sisters that are in these federal penitentiaries to come home. But what we're not talking about, you got so many Trumpers that's trying to advocate so great for Trump, like, oh, he bringing all these people home. He brought 4,000, 3,000 and all of that. But how many of them were black that came home? Okay, so say the majority of them was black that came home. Kudos. Okay, what about all the other prison systems that are not federal? Like, we giving them all this credit, like that's across the board for all prisons. And you ain't say nothing about federal. You don't see these people talking about federal versus state and jails. We're not seeing people talk about it. This is the issue I have with these conservatives that's running around talking about Trump so great or being a Republican is so great. You know what I'm saying? Like, like that affect all the jail system and prison systems that we have more brothers and sisters in. And God bless the ones that are coming home. And but another thing that it also does is you still under some kind of restraints. You still have to be under watch. You still could do 2-3 years in halfway houses and stuff like that. But at least they can visit family and friends or have visitation. God bless them. But the problem I have is Democrats also. We can talk about what Obama did, but let's keep it real. Black people felt that there was a lot of things Obama did not do. We were happy about the fact that we had the image to show that there was a black president. And I just remember seeing elderly people that thought they would never see it. I mean, I just wish my grandparents were still here to see it, God rest their soul, just to see that, to see how far we've come. Because if you really look at it, when you look at black Republicans, when you look at, rich athletes, whether they're Democrat or Republican, movie stars, whatever, they always get money and leave the hood. And what happened to Nipsey Hussle? I had a conversation with one of my co-workers, and he was saying that he should have left the hood. And I disagree with that. It's not his fault that some idiot asshole did what he did to him. Nip didn't deserve that because that was a person doing it for the community. He didn't deserve that. So but it happens. The shit happens, and it's fucked up, and it's unfair in life, period. Because that shit hurt me. But at the same time, we can't just, we move out. We got to start helping the hood, and we got to start paying attention to what's really going on. When you hear somebody say something, before you completely congratulate them, make sure you do your facts and research. Now, if you congratulate them and you leave it at that and go about your life and trying to do other good things, that's fine. But don't start championing until you start really checking your facts. You know what I'm saying? So this your boy JTL, opposite from the norm. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And also remember, watch out for the Trumpers and their bullshit. Because like I said, this is for federal prisons. And you got all these prisons all over the place. It's not even 200,000 people that are in federal penitentiaries. So holla at your boy.